Hey friends, welcome to my studio and another studio visit. This week I'm doing a little bit of troubleshooting. So in case you don't know, I design stencils for the Crafters Workshop, and I also design stencils for my monthly membership program. And one of the things about designing stencils is it can look one way in your head and then turn out totally differently. So I often prototype stencils using my scan and cut, and I basically just sort of cut out the different variations until it feels exactly like what I want to use. That's sort of my designing philosophy. So this week you get to take a peek at a stencil that was sort of wrong the first try, but turned out okay on the second try. I'm actually really pleased with how it turned out. So come on in. So I was designing a stencil in Illustrator, which usually involves a lot of dragging around vector points like you see here to get it kind of just right. And then I cut the stencil out with my scan and cut. This is usually how I prototype most of my stencils. I'm just cutting it out of paper, and you can see the stencil kind of coming off the sticky mat right there. So then I took the stencil over to my gelatin plate and I wanted to print it to see what it would look like. So I put my stencil down and I took some old paper that I had that was cleanup paper, and I thought I would take a peek, and I was ready for an amazing print. Ooh, did not turn out the way that I thought. So I thought maybe it was the colors and maybe the ugly paper. So I thought I would try again. Same paper stencil being used. I just flipped it over to get the other side saturated with paint. Another ugly piece of cleanup paper. And let's see how this one goes. I mean, the paper underneath is plainer, and so maybe it's a little more clear, but it's still not the image that I had in my mind, right? I didn't like it. I kept trying to figure out what was wrong with it. I thought maybe it's getting rid of those inside pieces. I don't know. So I decided it was time to redesign the stencil. So I did. So here is another go with a redesigned stencil. And again, I'm still going to use some ugly, just like leftover collage paper, because that's very much the way that I work. New design stencil, you'll notice that all the leaves are detached. And sure enough, boom, gorgeous. The leaves being detached makes all the difference. And the benefit of the leaves being detached is now I actually have the other side of it, right? Because now it's a complete stencil. The other version is a mask. So here is the stencil, nothing wasted now. Let's see how it prints. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So leaves detached for the win. I get both the positive and the negative version. This one is a keeper. This will be the stencil for Maker and Super Learner members in May. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you will like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and of course, I hope that you'll join my mailing list. I send out an email newsletter every Friday. There's always something of value for you to take into your art practice.